Okay, we have a story. So, what if I told you that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, physics. But at the same time, what if I told you that every action that you do or do not take is your life? That's it, plain and simple. This is the same exact path and the same exact structure and the same exact life journey that Berlin is on, staying at their first hostel at the 11th Avenue Hostel in Denver, Colorado. I'm your host, Brian Perkins of the BHostel podcast. Unpack this episode with me. It's an amazing story. Hear how this person is handling their first solo trip around the country, and can't wait for you to experience it. We'll be back shortly. Have a listen. Thank you for coming on the show. As you know, this is BHostel. This is our third season, and this is the first time that we're doing it outside of Texas. We're in Denver, Colorado. Beautiful place, right? And who do I have sitting across from me?
Well, most people call me Berlin, but I also go by Berlin Amory, so either way.
I like it. Where are you from?
Los Angeles, California.
Okay, and how did you end up here at 11th Avenue Hostel in Denver, Colorado on a Friday afternoon?
It's actually my first solo adventure ever, and yeah, and I
found that one.
I wanted to stay somewhere where I felt like I could meet other people that are going through something similar or like their own journeys, and just traveling or just be in community. That's kind of been my intention, is to be open to community. So I found this place and I was just like, ooh, my favorite number is 11. So I was just like, might as well stay here.
Oh, yeah, it's 11th Avenue Hostel. It's across the street from 1111, which is a building address on 11th Avenue. And you just happen to be sitting in a cool ass hostel, you know, on a podcast. Yeah. So I think 11s are working out for all of us. Why this time in your life a solo journey now?
Well, it's been about 6 months where I ended like a long-term relationship, and I'm also about to be 28. So I feel like this is the best time for me to just do things that I want to do, you know, things that make me happy. And yeah, like I decided to come here specifically to Denver because I'm going to one of my favorite DJ's shows at Red Rocks, and that's my first time ever being at the Red Rocks too. So
what DJ? Who are we talking about?
Enzo.
And it's at Red Rocks? Today or tomorrow?
Today. That's also why I'm wearing my jersey.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
So this is Enzo. Oh, I'm looking at your shoulders. Okay, dope. All right. But where did you come from where you weren't necessarily doing the things that you felt you wanted to do for yourself?
I realized that for years I was doing things for other people, not necessarily for myself. And not that a relationship really holds you back, but I was in no place to really put the time in for myself like I should have. And I'm currently in the process of like being certified for like all these different things that I want to do, and I just kind of want to explore the world. I mean, that's always been a dream of mine, and I haven't done that since probably the pandemic, because the last place I traveled to was actually Germany for New Year's. Yeah.
Berlin.
Yeah.
Berlin, traveled to Berlin.
Yeah.
What, you said certifications, what did you get certified for?
Right now, I'm actually in the process to become a Reiki practitioner, and also to do meditation and be a holistic health coach.
Is that part of your own spirituality that you've always had? Or is this something new that you've come into along with the profession that you're now being certified for?
I feel like I've always had something like spirituality wise, but for sure within the past couple of years, it's been developing more. I mean, I used to think I was going to go to school, to college, and do something completely different. And I had my whole plan for my life, but that never really happened. And at first I was just like, oh my goodness, like, what am I going to do with my life? So instead, I just kind of developed this motto of just trust in the universe, and wherever the path goes is where I'm going to go. And that's kind of how I'm here now.
What was the original path? What did you feel was going to be the original path?
To be a psychiatrist.
Oh yeah, you are not on that path. But you're still on the path to help people.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So if I'm tying those two things together, is there anybody from that other side of your life that might have been disappointed in you that you didn't follow that path? Or has everybody been pretty much supportive of this, not alternate journey, but this other journey that you're now going on?
So I am a first generation Latina. So it's kind of, at first it was just like, really, you're not going to do this? But now I have all my family and friends that are more than supportive, because they see that I'm not just doing something and dropping it. I'm actually investing all my time doing it, and not even feeling like I'm doing anything. It feels just natural in a weird way.
And so this solo trip has kind of tied into this expansion of Berlin. Where is Berlin going now? So this is the first stop. Mm-hmm. What's next?
Just to live, just to go with the flow.
Any long-term relationships coming up in your future?
No.
No? You're going to take a break?
Yeah.
A little hiatus?
Yeah, like I was, in a weird way, I was a serial dater for most of my life. So I was always in long-term relationships, and this is the first time where I'm just like, no, like, I want to be with me, learn to love who I am now, this version, because I'm only going to be this version this time, because the next one isn't going to be the same.
Did you hear that? That goes for both men and women. Sometimes you need some me time. Sometimes, like, I take me time every 5.6 seconds of a day. But it took 42 years to get there. So I'm glad that you're on this journey and that you're setting time aside for yourself. Give me something that is next on your bucket list, that's even beyond the domestic things that you probably have in store for yourself.
Honestly, the only thing I can think of right now is just to do more Reiki sessions and travel. Like, those are the only two things that I'm just really like, I want to do, and be in community. Like, that's just discover different walks of life, different people, because if I didn't do this, I would have never met you. I would have never been in this environment, met all these wonderful people. So even today, by going to the show, I'm putting myself out there, and I guess that's the only next step, is just to put myself out there more, just to be seen, but also to just live.
We're gonna give a shout out to DJ Enzo for taking part in this journey. Look how you're motivating people.
Hell yeah.
Give one final beautiful message to other individuals such as yourself who are finally setting aside time to put themselves first. If you had to talk to the world, which you are, what is that overarching message?
Something that my mom always told me was to take time for yourself. And I think that's so important, is to really spend time with yourself, get to know who you are and what you like to do, and just do it. I mean, it's simple as that, because you don't really need to do it for anyone else but yourself.
I love that. Do you think 12-year-old you would be happy that 28-year-old you was on this path?
Yeah, 12-year-old me would not have imagined me doing any of this. So yeah.
Love it. part ways, before we part ways, give a message to your 12-year-old self. Because 12-year-old self is going to go through a lot before 12 gets to 28. So
the darkness goes away. It does get better. And there's so much love that surrounds you.
I love that. Berlin, thank you for sitting down. Thank you for being the first interview, for kicking off season 3. And I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
Have a great concert.
Thank you.
If you come back tonight and we're still here, maybe sit down and tell us how the concert went.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, you're back. How was it? It was a good story, right? Berlin is on an adventure. Berlin is on their life journey, and they're living the moments. They're not stopping to ask questions about should they or could they. They are just making the decision and going for it. And we commend you, Berlin. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for adding to this hostel community that is ever expanding and ever growing and is full of people like yourself that are just trying to connect and figure out who they are. And I think given the current times, I think we all need to take a page from Berlin's book and take a real good hard look into who we are and what we're about. Period. Again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking in with us. Come back next time and pack another episode. Take care. So that does it for this check-in. I'm Brian Perkins, and this has been a BHostel podcast, where every story starts with a bag drop, a bunk claimed, and a new chapter waiting to be written. You know, if you felt something from this episode, or did you just vibe with the journey, do me a solid, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share with someone who needs a little hostel wisdom in their life. You know, this story, just like most of the ones that we tell, came straight from travelers like you. Got a wild experience, a hard truth, or a moment that changed everything? Hit me up at BHostelPod.com and let's get your story out into the world. And don't forget, BHostel is more than a YouTube channel. We have a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. We go even deeper there with unfiltered hostel tales, uncut lessons, and real life stories from the road that we sometimes can't even post here. Major shout out to our supporters and subscribers. You keep this show moving and flowing from bed to bunk and city to city. And if you're a new listener and you want to support the pod, subscribe or leave a review. Reviews really help. That's it for now. Until the next check-in, be well, trust the process, and as always, you matter, and you be the storyteller. Until next time.